great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Powers through the defender.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
The Mountaineers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press.
Makes it. It's a fumble on the play.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Quarterback will keep it. Across the 45. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown on the opening.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Hawkins. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Now here's Hawkins. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a fourth down conversion.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Michael Hawkins. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Johnson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quick give, it's Danzy. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on this.
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Here's a give to Joyner.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Left side is Eakin. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Hawkins. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, he got loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Swamped immediately.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Handoff again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Going to the run, it's Joyner. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run with Joyner. They put the brakes on him.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Mountaineers are marching down the field.
And one thing we know about a Rich Rodriguez offense, it's about running the football. So you know what you need? You need a good running back. You know who he went and got? The nation's leading rusher, Cam Cook from Jack State, his old university that he went to when he coached there the past season before West Virginia. Palmer, it's about running the football, establishing that and their tempo.
That's how you finish the sentence when you begin with Rich Rod, right, at West Virginia. You think back to guys like Noel Devine, way back in the day when Pat White was playing at quarterback and his ability to run it too. Everything is predicated on their ability to run it, and you need home run hitters. They've got that. The Big 12 better watch out. I expect this offense to be explosive.
Caught. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Trying to run, it's Cook. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Hard running there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Handoff to Joyner. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff Joyner running left. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. And the Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Drives inside. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Cook. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Hawkins. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Red Raider! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
There's nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Out wide left, it's Brake. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Michael Hawkins. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Well, the defense just figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right down the middle. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Extending the play. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 23 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's Cincinnati with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, here to start the third quarter, Texas Tech running out of the locker room right now. You can sense that they have got a renewed energy and focus. They have been a terrific team when they're down this season, and they have a look in their eye right now that lets me know they're ready to start making a comeback here in the third quarter.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They go play action with Hawkins. Fires immediately. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Long way to go on second down. Hits inside. It's Cook. Taken down. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Hawkins. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Escapes the pressure to his right. The throw. Right side, it's Carter. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Joyner. All over him immediately. 3rd and long right here. Sells to fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Left side is Strachan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got his man. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws it off the RPO. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
From the gun, it's Cook.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Looking for space. It's Cook. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Cook. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Joyner again. Could be an alley. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but and here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The run inside. It's Cook. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throwing, Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Out wide right, it's Crockett. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It's 3rd and 5. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't